Hey guys, so I'm here with John Saunders. He's located in Birmingham, Alabama. Prior to working with us, he was not in real estate. He owned another company. But John, I'm curious, before working with the Michael Blanc team, what was the moment that you realized that you needed to make a change from what you were doing and then you wind up joining our mentorship program?
Really, it was kind of one of those things that I love what I do. I own a design build landscape firm, but I wanted something to get more of that financial freedom and create that legacy for my family going down the road. And I felt like real estate was the path to that. And so that's kind of what got me looking into it and then ultimately doing it.
Gotcha. What would you say, like prior to working with us, was the biggest challenge or roadblock you had with kind of going about this on your own?
Real estate,
Mhm.
I would say my complete lack of knowledge of real estate. I mean, it was like a foreign language to me, before I got into it. So it's kind of more of the apprehension of what to do, what to say, how to do it, just having nobody to really guide me to get me where I want to be. So
Gotcha.
yeah.
So you just mentioned guidance, but can you tell me, like, once you did get into the mentorship, what was the thing or things that kind of helped you progress? And I'll talk about what you were able to accomplish, but make it to the finish line. Like, what was most beneficial to you?
It was great. I love the DMM platform. That's very helpful. The mentorship, having a mentor that kind of can help me work through and answer my questions as I'm going down the road because I had plenty of those. And just kind of somebody to essentially hold my hand as I'm negotiating these different obstacles in the process, whether it's, LOIs or how to do an LOI or PSOs, all that. So that was very beneficial to me for sure.
Well, I know that you had just got a deal done. Can you give us some details on that? Sure.
But yeah, so the property is a 64 unit complex in Union City, Tennessee, tertiary market. Went under contract June of 2023 and got under contract, struggled through the process, and then, was working with Brad Tasha. He was my mentor and kind of went through the process. We had an accepted LOI, PSA, everything, and basically ran it all the way till the end of the year. We actually had to utilize a couple of extensions and we had to utilize another 4 or 5 extensions on the property. Fortunately, none of those cost any money, which was no more EMD, which was huge. But all in all, we got to the end, which was, I think our final closing date was January 17th of 24. And I couldn't make it. I could close it. I had a KP that I was working with on the deal. We had brought in some 3 or 4 capital raisers, but it kind of got to the point where we couldn't get the capital raised. And it was a big realization at that point that I'll tell anybody that's new to this, anybody that's syndicating a deal, don't be the only one that's got the EMD and soft cost in the deal. I had 100% of the EMD and soft costs in this deal. So out of my entire team, I was the only one that had anything to lose. They had time to lose, but I had time and money. So I feel like I got to the end and I was pushing more than they were. So anyway, I had to have the bad conversation with the broker that nobody wants to do. We can't do it. I can't get the money raised. The last month we had started getting a little bit more transparent with them saying, hey, it's the capital raise, it's where we've got somebody coming in with 1031 exchange. We got this, that, but none of this stuff is working out. We couldn't make it work. And so he was even trying to help. And so anyway, I had to have the conversation with him. I was like, I can't do it. I'm done. Which was a tough pill to swallow because I'm sitting here going, okay, I've got all that EMD and soft cost that is gone. It's out the window. The sellers now going to they're just going to have a good Christmas, And so anyway, I ended up talking to Julianne Peterson with Old Capital. I'm sure everybody knows her, but she ended up introducing me to 2 other GPs that wanted to come in. And so talked to them, quickly called the broker, and I basically had to have a different tune, because all along I've come up with some stuff and I was just straight up with them. Say, hey, I got 2 guys that may want to come in and take over the deal. They like it. Will y'all give us the time to come up there and look at it? Let me show it to them. And he did. He was like, actually, it's good you called me today because tomorrow morning we were going to be releasing the money from title. So it was perfect timing. So I got them in, they came in, we did a whole new PSA, the inspections, new everything, went through the process. Still a little bit of a struggle with the capital raise, but not as bad as the first round. And then we were able to close it, I guess about a month ago. So yeah, so that was the Cliff Note version of the deal.
Yeah. Long, hard road, but you kept
Yeah.
pushing and
Yeah.
somehow made it work. That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Last question, I guess. What would you say, like, if somebody's thinking about working with Michael and our team, like, what would you say to that person if they're kind of like on the fence?
I would say, I mean, it's a great program, and I've looked at a number of them, and I feel like, Michael Blanc himself is more relatable and down to earth than a lot of the other companies that do this. I feel like there was a lot more connection, and I feel like it was beneficial to have a mentor working side by side with you throughout the process. It's beneficial to have the DMM, the platform, to see the struggles that other people are having that are relatable. You're like, well, I thought that was going to be a stupid question, but they asked it. So I'm going to ask my stupid question. It's like nobody's judgmental. It's all like, hey, we're all here to help you out, and that goes with all the other members of the DMM, in the platform, the other syndicators, but that also goes for coaches, mentors, everybody. It's like they realize that I was new to this. I've got a lot to learn. And so the support system was good getting me, where I need to get for sure.
Awesome, man. Well, thanks so much for sharing that.